Welcome, viewers. It was July 11th, 2024, Nairobi, Kenya. Nairobi is the capital of Kenya. Nearly 4 million people are living here. And since it is a city in Africa, like Africa, there are a lot of forests and wild animals seen here. And even though there are a lot of animals, those animals will be in the forest, or else it will be in a zoo. And it won't come near the place where humans are living. And even if it comes, they will hunt it, because hunting is legal there. But here, an animal hunted 42 people in 2 years without knowing to anyone. And that too, it only targeted the women. Don't get confused. The person in this photo is the animal which I mentioned. The government says that in 2 years he killed 42 women brutally. So who is this killer? And how did he do this 42 murders? And how did he get caught by the police now? About a sensational case which was talked about throughout the world. Come, let's move on to today's video. A teenage girl named Josephine went missing last month, that is June 26, and her family members started searching for her. But since they couldn't find her anywhere, they immediately filed a complaint to the police. And among hundreds of the missing case, they added their complaint and said that they will inform them if they get any information and asked them to leave. But police didn't get any information about Josephine after that. And when it is like this, the thing which happened after this surprised everyone. In a lot of cases, they might have not dreamed that it would happen. But this case is a perfect example for that, because Josephine, who was missing, was murdered, and in a slum area called Mukuru, which was a quarry before. Her dead body is there in a garbage dump now. Like this, Josephine's sister had a dream. Immediately, she informed this to the police. And in an unbelievable thought, the police started searching in the garbage dump. And in that garbage dump, inside a nylon sack, Josephine's dead body was found. Seeing this, not only the police, but everyone was shocked. Now, when the investigation was going on one side, 3 days after this incident, suddenly, the people started surrounding that quarry because the news of Josephine's body spread throughout the area. But it was not the reason for that crowd. Now, there are some women like Josephine who went missing. Their family members said that they didn't get any information about their daughters, so maybe they might have died like Josephine, and their dead body might also be found in that quarry. So some of them started searching by themselves. And further, when they started digging the garbage dump, like how Josephine's Dee body was found in a sack, similarly, 8 sacks were found. Sadly, all that sack contained dead bodies. Now, this news has started spreading like fire throughout Kenya, and the next day it became sensational news throughout the world. Hearing this news, the people asked, who did this murder? And the police station is just 100 meters away from the garbage dump. And what were the police doing till this many deaths? Like this, the people started questioning the police and government in social media. And since the police got a lot of pressure to find the killer quickly, at the same time, when the police started investigating seriously, they got the autopsy report of the 9 dead bodies. In that 9 reports, 8 of them were women, and everyone is between 18 to 30 years old. And the police found a common thing among the dead bodies. And what was that means? All the dead bodies were chopped and was disposed after that, which means all the murders happened in the same style. Because of this, the police thought that the suspect might be a serial killer, and with the only evidence they have, that is with Josephine's number. they continued their investigation. So when they were tracing with that mobile number, the police found that money was transferred from that number. And with that number, they found the location and arrested 33-year-old Collins Jumacy, who was using that SIM. And when they were searching his house, they found 10 cell phones, a laptop, 24 SIM cards, 6 ID cards, some rubber gloves, and particularly dozens of nylon sacks, sellotape, and innerwears of women. And finally, a big knife like this. They found a lot of evidence. Now, the police who take him to the station asked what he did to Josephine and started investigating whether he did all the 8 murders. At first, Collins was very silent without speaking anything. But in a few minutes, he said, "Yes, I killed them. But it is not 8 people, but 42 people. And the first victim is my wife." He said, "We knows very well. Serial killers are very proud of saying how many people they killed because they never ever minimize the count of their kills." This is what the police said to the media about Collins's confession. It was 2022. Collins had a wife named Kalenia. Since Collins was always home without going to work, he and his wife had arguments often, and one day their argument went to the peak, so he strangled his wife to death. After that, he thought of how to dispose of her body, so he started chopping it part by part, and after that, he tied it in a sack and disposed it in the garbage dump. And as if nothing has happened, he continued to live his life. It has been 6 months since the murder, but police didn't catch him. So Collins got an interest in killing women in the same way. So he went to places like bars and clubs, and he will speak with the women who come there, and he will invite them to his house friendly. And after taking them home, like how he killed his wife. Similarly, after raping those women, he will strangle them to death. Also, without chopping their body as soon as killing them, he will keep that dead body in the house for 1 or 2 days. And at that time, the blood will start to clot in the body, and only then he can avoid a lot of blood while cutting them. So after killing them cold-bloodedly, he waited for their blood to clot. Now the dead body will start to stink, and you might have a doubt why the neighbors didn't find it. But there was no problem for him in that, because from his rented room, the station is only 100 m away. 100 meters from that, there is this garbage dump where the dead bodies were disposed. And if he did 42 murders in 2 years, means only if he did 3 murders per month, it is possible. Now, the police team who arrested him said to the media that he is a vampire, and also said that he is a psychopath who doesn't value life. And at the same time, when the police say this about the suspect in social media, if they leave the person who do 3 murders per month, how dangerous for the people in that area. And without appreciating the police for catching him at least now, including the police, they started criticizing the whole government. And the reason is Collins's photo. After seeing this photo, is he a serial killer? He is looking like a stand-up comedian, and how could he do 42 murders? And that too, they caught him in 1 day, and he also confessed? And we should believe this. What do you think of us? Like this Nairobi people started getting angry, how he was not panicked because of the arrest. So this is all a fabricated story, and for someone else's mistakes, the government made Collins to pay for it. So something is fishy. Like this, people started commenting since the photo release, and by proving what the people saying is true. In the morning of July 17, Collins's lawyer said to the media, police tortured Collins brutally and beat him, and because of that, he was scared and confessed that he did this murder, he said. And not only that, they said that Collins had a wife and he killed her. When the media searched for her mother and questioned her, what she said means, In 2021, her daughter went missing while she was returning from school, and also said that she saw her daughter active in social media after that. So she thought that she is alive somewhere and didn't complain to the police. But what the twist here means, she has not even seen Collins for once, which means it is a question mark whether Collins is married. For now, the court ordered to take Collins in 30-day remand, and the police is searching in the garbage dump for more bodies. Also, the investigation is still going on in this case. Till now, only these informations were available about this case. What is your opinion about this case with this information? Like the people say, is Collins innocent? Or like the police say, is he the killer? Because some of the serial killers' faces will be naturally innocent. So viewers, comment your opinions without forgetting. I will meet you in another video. Thank you.